I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson, even though he's 180 centimeters. Sugar Ray. Up against them, Slugger from the United States of America.
Pure bad blood.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United States of America, wearing the red trunks, trimmed with white.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. That hook won't score. Beautiful counter shot. That counter shot lands. Good one. Good counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The straight right just misses. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. That jab doesn't score. Nice counter. Straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch. Great round. Now relax. Good work. Win the round. Let's get out there. Get your boxing back together.
Here we go. It's round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib, your belly button. They are an absolute terror.
Well done with that counter shot. Neither one of them want this to go in the judges' scorecard. Solid punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That could never happen.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, make look so...
There's the bell for round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch caught him clean. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. And he scores with the counter. I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Misses with that jab. There's a counter shot. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Down big time on the score.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring up.
Here we go to the 4th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Both want the knockout. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Insane action. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Leaves the knockout without it.
Time for the 5th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Do you believe what we are seeing? Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Catch and shoot. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. A perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one. Let's start the 6th. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Defense is not an option for these two. Perfect counter lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. So much for boxing. This is a fight. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Can they hold that thought? Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both men step back for just a moment. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Jab does not score. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Good counter punch. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
How about that time counter shot? Nice counter shot. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be careful.
And there's the bell for round 8. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? You'd like to see more jabs. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Feel about that split decision victory, Johnny?
A split decision? How one-sided does it have to be? A split decision? Who's doing this job? Todd, tell me, come on, talk to me, man. That is not a split decision. Ridiculous.